TJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic, aka Mr. Boxing Clinic here itself. Just got done watching Canelo versus Amir Khan for the WBC middleweight lineal championship of the world at 155 pounds. And basically Khan came out looking good, but despite whatever the game plan was, um, I told you I think Khan should keep it to one or two punches for the first half of the fight. He came out to prove a point. He came out throwing one, two, three, fours, one, two, three, fours, and he was looking good, and it was working for him. But what I did point out is when I told y'all when this fight was made, people made a big hoopla about speed and speed, foot speed and hand speed. I told y'all was going to play a part, but it wasn't going to be the entire reason or even the top 3 or 4 major reasons why Khan won. The major reason why Khan was going to win, if he was disciplined and he stayed to the game plan and he was patient and he kept his punches to 1 or 2, 3 max in the first half of the fight. He didn't do that. He came out there, he tried to punch and roll out. He tried to be patient, but the fighter in him wouldn't let him be patient. And he was looking good and it was working for him. But once you do all of that unnecessary moving, you start to burn yourself out. You start to burn a lot of energy. And if you watch any Khan fight versus any puncher, that went like the halfway point or a little bit later, Khan started to slow down. And when he starts to slow down, he started to get easier to hit. And to me, he won like the first 4 rounds. Fuck what Harold Letterman was talking about, that dumbass scorecard. I just don't like HBO in general. But actually, Khan pawed with his jab. Canelo landed a big right hand. Perfect. He feinted and he landed the right hand. He knocked Khan out cold. And, Khan didn't even have to throw that jab. It was an unnecessary jab. It was an ineffective jab. He was not at the good range to throw that jab. He was in the pocket. And the difference between, like I told you, the difference between Floyd and Khan is Floyd stood in the pocket and made educated boxing movement. Khan just rolled around and tried to just circle around him and just avoid punches, which worked for him. And Khan tonight, I give him hats off that he did move his head and he showed some glimpses of defense at this fight. He moved his head, he dipped, he slipped a little bit, and he showed like a lot of improvements that him and Virgil Hunter made in this fight. But he had to fight the perfect fight, and everybody knew that, and he didn't. So he paid the ultimate price. And for Canelo, his size really carries him a long way in this sport. He has never faced a guy that's bigger than him or that's equal or stronger than him. And Golovkin will definitely show his true colors when he fights somebody that's equally as strong or stronger than him. And I believe Gennady Golovkin to be stronger than him. And hopefully those guys do fight and get it on. Because think about it is people were saying that Canelo he was slow as fuck. He didn't have any skill. But Canelo is a counterpuncher. And I think he would thrive fighting Triple G because he would look like Amir Khan did tonight versus Triple G, because Triple G is so robotic and slow. Canelo was just so fluid in a puncher. But I think Golovkin is just too strong for him. I think Canelo, the extra weight that he would put on, I think he would come in somewhere 185, 190 versus Golovkin, just to take the abuse that he's going to take. But he would have no room for error. So Amir Khan, where does he go from here? He made $13 million tonight. After paying taxes and expenses, he might bring around $6 or $5 million. So maybe he could be a player in the welterweight division. Maybe Kell Brooks still will want him, but right now he's damaged goods. But every time Khan get knocked out, he comes back better. Hopefully he doesn't leave Virgil Hunter. He continues to learn. He took a risk for a big fight. It didn't pay off. But it's your boy CJ Goodfella. good night of fights. And you know, the second reaction video will probably drop Monday, with the interviews and everything that happened post fight. So we gone.